Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Naomi has been on a rampage against Jade Cargill on SmackDown. The 37-year-old intends to dominate the women's division and sit at its top once again. But her main target is still Cargill, and the latter has held the upper hand throughout their feud. Speculation has been swirling that the Glow may bring some backup to deal with the former AEW star. Could she bring back Shayna Baszler as her new bodyguard? The speculation arose due to a recent picture that Naomi posted on her social media handle. She was spotted having a good time with Baszler at Natalya's birthday party. The two stars shared a couple of intimate pictures, sparking buzz of their potential alliance. However, Shayna Baszler was released from the company earlier this month along with several other names. Well, if WWE had any plans for her in the ongoing storyline, the creative team would not have released her in the first place. Therefore, it is highly unlikely that the Stamford-based promotion would re-sign Baszler to push her as an ally for Naomi on SmackDown. Moreover, this interaction between the Glow and the Queen of Spades was a real-life celebration. It had no connection with the ongoing WWE storyline. The company is unlikely to even acknowledge this meeting. Hence, there is absolutely no chance of Shayna Baszler's involvement on SmackDown. Naomi has been on a mission to sit at the top of the women's division once again. She has put the entire roster on notice, not even sparing WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. However, she still lacks the power and control to dominate the division single-handedly. But a faction could help the real-life Bloodline member achieve her goal. There have been rumors that the Glow may form the female version of the Bloodline. She could bring back a member of her family, like Tamina, on SmackDown as her ally. The 37-year-old may even bring Nia Jax to her side, burying their hatchet. Such an angle could elevate the Glow, establishing her as a legitimate threat on the roster. It can also give rise to several great storylines. However, this is nothing but speculation as of now. In what could be one of the most intriguing twists in the evolving rivalry between Naomi and Jade Cargill, there's growing speculation that Naomi may not be walking alone the next time she confronts the Storm. Following a heart-wrenching loss to Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 41, Naomi has made it clear through social media and backstage interviews that her war with Jade is far from over. And now, a wild yet increasingly plausible rumor has started swirling around the WWE universe. Naomi could be planning to bring back a recently released WWE superstar to serve as her personal bodyguard in her ongoing feud with the dominant former TBS champion. This development, if true, could signal a seismic shift not just in the women's division, but also in how WWE utilizes talent that has been released, especially those with unfinished business and untapped potential. The idea of Naomi joining forces with a returning powerhouse enforcer has set social media ablaze, and fans are already speculating who that superstar could be, and what this alliance could mean for Jade Cargill's rise on SmackDown. Let's break down the signs, the possible candidates, and what this twist could mean for the future of Naomi, Jade Cargill, and the WWE Women's Division as a whole. Naomi's post-WrestleMania 41 mindset. I won't stay down. The animosity between Naomi and Jade Cargill reached its peak at WrestleMania 41, where the two clashed in one of the most talked-about matches of the night. Despite Naomi's speed, resilience, and heart, she fell short against Jade, who showcased her raw power and big match presence. What followed was even more intense. Jade didn't just walk away with a win, she made a statement. Standing over a fallen Naomi, arms raised and smirk wide, Cargill cemented herself as one of SmackDown's most feared athletes. But Naomi, ever the fighter, didn't let that defeat silence her. In the days that followed, she posted a cryptic message. "This isn't over. You're gonna find out I don't stay down long." #Glow still shines. That was the first clue that Naomi wasn't ready to turn the page. Her next few appearances on SmackDown told an even deeper story. Gone was the bubbly, energetic Naomi who danced her way to the ring. In her place was a woman on a mission. No flashy lights, no exuberant choreography, just a cold, determined stare. And she wasn't showing up just to compete. She was scouting, watching Jade's matches, even walking through the crowd to study her every move. Clearly, Naomi was plotting her next move. A bodyguard. Why, it makes sense now. The idea of Naomi bringing in backup isn't just a wild fantasy. It's a strategic necessity. If you've watched Jade Cargill long enough, one thing is clear. She thrives when she can control the tempo with brute strength. Whether it's overpowering her opponents or intimidating them with her presence, Jade has quickly adapted to WWE's top-tier competition by imposing her will. Naomi, on the other hand, is a high flyer, a veteran, and a former champion in her own right. She knows better than anyone that you can't beat power with flash alone. You have to disrupt the rhythm. You have to shake the foundation of a juggernaut like Jade Cargill. So what if Naomi's next move is to level the playing field? Enter the idea of a bodyguard. Someone who can match Jade's strength, who can stand toe-to-toe with the storm when things get physical outside the ring. Naomi bringing in such a figure wouldn't just be about protection. It would be about sending a message. I'm not alone anymore, and I'm not backing down. Who could the mystery superstar be? While WWE hasn't made any official announcements, insiders have pointed to at least 3 former superstars who would fit the role perfectly. Each of them has history, potential, and motive, making them ideal candidates to align with Naomi. 1. Nia Jax. Let's start with the most obvious powerhouse, Nia Jax. Released and re-signed multiple times over the years, Nia's last run in WWE was cut short abruptly. But no one can question her credentials. Former Raw Women's Champion, unmatched strength, and a history of dominating some of the best in the division. Nia also has a storyline tie with Naomi. They're cousins through the extended NOI family, which includes the bloodline. Pairing Naomi with Nia would not only give Naomi the muscle she needs, but also tie into the ongoing legacy of family dominance in WWE. Imagine Naomi walking out with Nia Jax behind her, arms crossed, daring Jade to step out of line. The visual alone would blow the roof off arenas. 2. Piper Niven. Another name that's been floated is Piper Niven. Known for her powerhouse style and agility for her size, Piper was a standout on both NXT UK and the main roster. However, creative struggles and lack of direction led to her quiet release last year. Since then, she's been vocal on social media about her desire to return, only if the right story came along. This could be that story. Pairing Piper with Naomi would create a fascinating dynamic. Naomi's finesse and experience with Piper's raw aggression and underdog chip on her shoulder. And unlike Nia, Piper has never faced Jade Cargill before. That fresh matchup alone could be a main event draw. 3. Mercedes Martinez. Now here's a wild card. Mercedes Martinez. Released during WWE's budget cuts, Martinez has spent her time on the indie scene and in ROH showcasing why she was considered one of the most respected veterans in women's wrestling. She's got the aura, the experience, and the in-ring credibility to not only act as Naomi's protector, but also her equal. And considering Martinez's disdain for arrogance and her straight-shooter style, she'd be the perfect foil to Jade's self-proclaimed Storm persona. If Naomi wants someone who won't be swayed by mind games and can trade heavy strikes with the best, Martinez might be the answer. The WWE locker room reacts. Backstage whispers have indicated that Naomi has been lobbying for a creative evolution of her character following WrestleMania 41. That includes changing her presentation, shifting from Feel the Glow to a more grounded and grittier version of herself. It's not just about lighting and music, it's about direction. Insiders also report that Triple H is very high on giving returning talent meaningful roles that connect to ongoing storylines rather than random reintroductions. If that's true, Naomi aligning herself with a powerful, recently released female superstar could be the perfect storm of timing, story, and star power. Jade Cargill, for her part, has remained unfazed. When asked about Naomi during a backstage segment on SmackDown, she smirked and replied, "She can bring whoever she wants. The storm's already here, and I don't plan on leaving." But those close to Cargill admit that she's keeping an eye on the situation. She knows what it's like to be targeted. She's been the one doing the targeting for months. This time, the roles might be reversed. Could this spark a faction war? There's also talk that Naomi and Jade's feud could expand beyond singles competition. If Naomi does bring back a powerhouse bodyguard, WWE might be planting the seeds for a women's faction war, something that's been missing since the days of Absolution, Riot Squad, and Team BAD. Could Naomi be looking to form her own group, a spiritual successor to Team BAD? But this time with an edge? Could Jade respond by forming her own unit of elite athletes, drawing on her AEW history and WWE connections? There's no limit to where this could go. Tag matches, 6-woman tag bouts, even a possible War Games-style showdown if the timing is right. Fan reaction: Naomi deserves this. Social media has been rallying behind Naomi since WrestleMania 41. Hashtags like #JusticeForNaomi and #ProtectTeglo have trended multiple times, with fans demanding that WWE give her the spotlight and support she deserves. Many fans believe she's been overlooked, overshadowed, or underutilized in recent years. The idea of Naomi stepping up, changing her game plan, and coming back with a vengeance, possibly with a dominant ally by her side, is exactly the type of arc fans want to see. Final thoughts: a storm is brewing. Whether it's Nia Jax, Piper Niven, Mercedes Martinez, or another unexpected name entirely, the idea of Naomi bringing in a bodyguard isn't just exciting, it's smart. Jade Cargill is a generational athlete, and Naomi knows firsthand how much damage she can do. The next time they face off, Naomi might just be prepared to fight fire with fire. WWE has a golden opportunity here, not just to reignite a hot feud, but to reintroduce a released star with purpose, direction, and instant impact. If they pull the trigger, it could be one of the most talked about storylines of the year. Because when the glow fades and the storm rolls in, the question becomes, who's standing beside Naomi when the thunder strikes again? The WWE Universe is watching, and Naomi just might be ready to shock the world. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.